Live. This is BNI Now, the BNI Now show. We're coming to you live on NowMedia TV channel 21.10 KVQT. So congratulations on that. We took over this channel not long ago. We're hoping that all our listeners are enjoying all of the new programming that's coming your way. What is our channel about? What is this show about? This show is about BNI. This is the largest networking referral organization in the world. We're talking about an organization that's present in over 70 countries, has over 275,000 individual members. Here in the United States, just in Houston alone, we've got more than 50 chapters and more than 1,200 members. And what do? We help small businesses grow. Even during these times, we're still dealing with the pandemic and a lot of different issues that have been going on for the last year. BNI is going strong, our membership is growing, and we're continuing to provide a valuable service to those business owners that are members of our system for them to make sure that they have the sales, make sure that they can generate the activity in order to survive these times. So congratulations to that. Today we have some amazing guests. First, we've got Catalina Iturralde. She's representing CY Interiors. Then we have Ray Day, Shady Lady Houston, an incredible story from Carolyn Williams from For My Card, and at the very end, Kara Despo. So we have a full show today. Please check us out online as well. You can see that on NowMedia.tv online. Also, you can find us on YouTube, and we're actually also on Roku. So, and very soon we're already going to be in Beaumont on March 1st. And soon we're expanding to an even larger audience base. So congratulations to Now Media, my friend Juan, for the expansion plans that they've got in place here for this amazing platform that we're provided with. That being said, let's get down to business. Let's talk about some business owners. So today we have with us right now, we have Catalina Iturralde. Hi, Catalina. How are you?
Hi, Alberto. Nice to be here.
I appreciate
Thank you for inviting me.
braving the weather today. It's been sort of a miserable day. And from what I understand, it's going to get even worse, Houston. So watch out on the road. So I'm an insurance agent. So be very, very careful. There was that huge pileup the other day in close to Dallas, Fort Worth area. Be safe. If you don't need to be on the roads when they're iced over, don't. So far, we're still okay. You got here fine. You're still here, Tell me a little bit about CY Interiors. We've known each other. We share a chapter. She's actually done work. You've done work for some family members of mine. My father's did all of his interior decorating with CY Interiors, and Catalina, she did an unbelievable job. Looks like, I go into that house and it's homey, but at the same time, it looks amazing. So there's just everything is in the right place. Everything goes together. Not everything matches, but there's just a great synergy that you created in that space. So tell me a little bit about how you started in that business.
Well, it's a long story, but let's make it short. I started my business in Connecticut. I lived there for 13 years. And I arrived there after recently getting married, and I was in love with the art and interiors. I went to business school in my country, back in Venezuela, but finding what to do here as an immigrant, my passion always was in beautiful spaces, art, and furnishing. And I went to design school. And I started working at the same time with an interior designer there as an assistant. You have to learn not just what you learn, the knowledge, but you have to learn the lingo. It's learning like a third language. So it was challenging at points, but I had that great opportunity to work with her, Victoria Lyon, for 2.5 years. And after that, a big project landed on my lap. I
love it when that happens.
A new big house, and
This was still in Connecticut,
in
right?
Connecticut, and I did this house back in Connecticut in 2010. And after that, it was one project after the other. I did 5 or 6 apartments in New York.
Okay.
Which was fun.
I'll
You
bet.
have
So
many challenges. Because the city, it's difficult at points, but I learned tons. And then I moved in 2015 to Houston, where I have the honor to meet your father and your family. And I have been working, you have to learn how people work here. The style is different. And in interior design, there are so many variables that go into a project. So you have to learn how do you speak, how you communicate, the art, and you always have to project your client's style.
So it's
not
your
about
style,
me.
it's your client style.
So
that's an interesting thing. How do you go about figuring out what their style is, what they like, what they don't like? I mean, is there some sort of an onboarding that you do with them to try to figure out, whether they're, I don't know, whether they like the classical, maybe French country, maybe, there's all these different currents.
Them.
Right.
So yes, you have to interview them. You have to go into their houses. They have to fill out questionnaire, and you have to dig in. Everything depends of which space you are going to design.
Okay.
But if you're doing a whole renovation where you're going to get into the bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, you have to go really personal to really make that house functional, beautiful, and like their paradise, their new spa. Right now, more so with COVID.
Right, yeah, COVID, everybody's stuck at home and everybody wants their home to look fantastic. Some people, because of the COVID situation, they want to beautify their space. They're spending a lot more time at home, so they want to make sure that they're enjoying it. You mentioned their bathrooms, kitchens, so we're not just talking about interior decoration, right? We're talking about even like significant remodel and renovation programs. Okay, so and you do that all turnkey for the customer?
Yes, if they want to, if they are willing to keep their eyes closed and just come when everything is done, it's a really satisfying experience for us and for the client.
Okay.
When they see their dreams come true and beautiful spaces, it's nice. Some other clients, they want to be involved in the whole process, and I understand that, and it's also fun. And this is not the reality of interior design. Is not like HGTV that oh my gosh, and everything it's perfect.
Have the big reveal and everybody move the bus.
No, it's challenging, and problems are always going to come. The debate between the couple, the husband and wife, it's always there. And it's challenging, and we designers are in the middle, like trying to balance everything and make them understand.
So you're a little bit of a psychologist too, huh?
Yes, a lot. But it's fun, and I like kitchen and bathrooms because also those are the two very important spaces that helps to sell your house.
Right.
And
so
those are the biggest investments that you have to do when you are renovating. The kitchen and the master bathroom are really important. Those are two factors that really help to sell your house faster. So I always emphasize on those. And that's why I belong also to NKBA, National Kitchen and Bathrooms Association.
Okay.
And I am actually the secretary-treasurer for the chapter, the Gulf chapter. And it's important. You always need to be involved in those associations or organizations. Like BNI helps me not just to promote my business, but also learn from different like professionals about how to do business the way it should be.
Fantastic. Well, that's quite a bit, and congratulations on the NKBA. That's a nice feather in your hat.
Thank you.
The other question I had for you. So we do remodels, right? Mm-hmm. Bathrooms and kitchen and bath. That's what makes the most sense for getting the most money out of a remodel. What about everything else? What about somebody that just wants to refresh or have a new look? Let's say they want to slap some new paint. Maybe reposition everything, new furniture. Is that also something that you would take care of?
Yes, of course, and I love to do that. I think design should be for everyone. It's amazing how our environment influences our emotions and our mood, our mental health. And so I really believe
mental health right now is a big issue.
Yes,
We're all stuck at
that's
home.
why it's important to have not just a beautiful space, but functional. It's a functionality, and everything should be clean and organized, trying to keep it up, because when you have something disorganized and messy and ugly, it's like puts you down. So I love to help everyone and anyone as far as I can.
Right.
And my time allows me, but yes.
And then for example, the picking of the items, do you physically go with them? You bring them samples? How does that normally work? Or
It varies.
They give you carte blanche to decide whatever you want?
Those are the ideal ones, but no, it depends of the client. You know, it's some of them, as I said before, they want to be more involved and they want to go with you to every showroom and everything, which makes the process slows the process,
right,
in a way, but I understand it's their house, it's not my house. So I love to take them. You want to see and you want to see different showrooms, we can go to different showrooms, or sometimes they said, you bring me everything and you can do whatever you want. I just need to approve if I like it or not. So those are easy because you go fast and you do them fast. But
right. What about commercial? Do you also do commercial spaces?
I have done small offices, and actually I have the privilege in New York to do one office in the Chrysler building.
Wow.
Yes,
that's
it was a great opportunity. I did that with a partner, but it was fun. And I did another small one in the Woodlands. I love offices, and my dream is to do like a boutique hotel. I think that can be really fun. But
Mr. Fertitta, please, everybody know Mr. Fertitta? If he's doing any more Post Oak, maybe Post Oak #2.
Oh, yes.
How would that sound?
Oh,
Not a
good.
bad deal, huh?
Now you know.
BNI members, if you know Tillman, let Catalina know.
Oh, please.
Yeah, that wouldn't be. We went there the other day. It was pretty amazing what he's done with that space.
Oh, wow. No, yes. So.
What about trends? What's going on as far as, so I know that, of course, fashion, style, interior decorating, they all follow patterns. There's certain things that are come in and out of style. What's happening right now with interior decorating? What's in style?
In style right now, it's something that it's functional but beautiful, and the warmer colors are coming back.
Okay.
We are getting out of the pure whites and grays that it can make you sad. The gray, it can be overwhelmingly sad. And the houses are becoming, again, more warm. We have to live in them. It's beautiful to have everything clean, organized, straight lines. But the reality is that nowadays we are spending more time at home, given to COVID.
Right.
So people are starting looking for things that make them cozy, warm, comfortable, and with that are the warmer colors. Some trends are coming, like the 80s or I think 70s.
Neons.
Yes, yeah. So some bright and pastels in the tiles, and those trends takes a while. They take a while to kick in, but everything is allowed as long as you have a good flow and a functionality. I think you can create a beautiful space, because not everyone is gonna like the modern, and not everyone likes the traditional, and most of the beautiful spaces that I have created are very eclectic, because you have some things that you want to keep, that you love, and
maybe family heirlooms that you want to mix in with modern furniture.
Exactly. So that's the beauty of nowadays. You can have a little bit, and of course technology, it's a big part of it. Now we can have smart homes.
Well, who's your perfect referral? So.
And a client that is looking to have a beautiful house, functional and beautiful, and doesn't know how to start.
Okay. And how do they reach you, Catalina?
At www.cyinterior.com, or my phone number is...
You can say your phone number, sure.
203-570-7149, or at Catalina. My last name is complicated. YTURRALDE@gmail.com.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us, Catalina.
Thank you for having me.
We wish you the best. Like I said, personal experience. My family's hired her. Incredible work. She's made this house look just amazing. Like, Architectural Digest, amazing. So if you want to do that, give her a call and take advantage of everything that's going on, the fact that you're in your home more than ever. Stick with us. We'll be back with Ray Day from Shady Lady Houston, and we'll be right back.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia Video Business Card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia Video Business Card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
If you are a real estate agent and are looking for a reliable cleaning company to keep your houses for sale or rental properties impeccable, Sierra Cleaning Services is your solution. With more than 15 years of experience, Sierra Cleaning Services has been the company of reference for real estate agents in the areas of Houston, Katy, Cinco Ranch, Cypress, and the Woodlands. Sierra Cleaning Services include residential, commercial, and office cleaning, window and debris removal during all phases of construction projects, and cleaning homes and offices before and after the tenants move out. Contact Alfredo Sierra at 913-439-8157 today and let Sierra Cleaning Services be your partner in your cleaning project.
My name is Brooks Boyd, and I'm the owner of Senior Savings Organization, a Medicare insurance agency. Medicare is confusing, it is not a one-size-fits-all plan, and I help folks navigate the maze. My main job is to educate so you pick the approach that feels right and make sure you avoid costly Medicare mistakes. I will help with transitioning from group health to Medicare with a personalized report to see if it makes sense to either stay on your current insurance or to consider enrolling into Medicare with either a supplement or a Medicare Advantage plan. And I'll explain the difference between the two and the pros and cons of each. If you need help with Social Security planning, I can show you how to maximize your benefits with the free Social Security Maximization Report to make sure that you are confident that you will get the most out of your Social Security benefits. I am an independent broker. This is a no-cost consultation, and you will never pay a fee with me.
All right, fantastic. Well, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Now we have the pleasure of being here with, this is the most amazing pair of boots I think I've ever seen, Ray Day. Ray Day and her company, Shady Lady Houston. That being said, she is not shady at all. She's just, it's a play on words. She has a window coverings business, so everything related to your blinds and windows and shades and things of that nature, right? That's what you take care of. So welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks. It's really great to be here. I'm super nervous. This is my first interview, so yay.
Don't worry about it. This is just like having a conversation. I wish we could have a pan of your boots so everybody could see them, but I don't think we're going to be able to take care of that today. But it just goes to show you the sense of style that you've got, and I'm sure that goes in also to your design that you take care of for your clients.
Absolutely. So actually they are super fun and colorful, and that is my personality. Although I've got to confess, most of what I do is a lot more neutral.
I can imagine.
With clients, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your business. Which window coverings, right?
Yes.
I mean, is it that sort of the general designation?
Yes. So Shady Lady Window Coverings, I started it about 16 and a half years ago on accident. Actually, I didn't know anything about the industry and just started selling window treatments.
How did you start selling window treatments by accident?
So I actually was working in a international customer service for a chemical company locally, and I got retired at 29 years old. Closer?
Yeah, a little closer.
So I got retired at 29 years old
That's
because
very-
I didn't
wish
want to
had
move.
retired at
Yeah,
29.
yeah. There wasn't much of a package, I can tell you that. So I wasn't sure what to do next, and it just so happened that I knew some people that were working for a local manufacturer for plantation shutters.
Okay.
And I actually started building plantation shutters with them because I didn't really know what I was going to do next. So that was a lot of fun, but it doesn't really make any money. There's not a lot of money in it. So I started selling plantation shutters, and it turned out that I'm actually pretty good at it. You know, I was good because it's a technical industry. You have to know a lot of details to get it right. But there's also the design element, which is a lot of fun. I love, you know, at the end of a job where I stand back and the homeowner is just super, super pleased with what I've done for them. So it just hit the right notes for me. So I just started learning the industry, got a DBA, and here I am 16 and a half years later.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
absolutely.
That's a great story. So the other thing I know about window coverings, installation. Because I
Yes.
know that there are some companies that just manufacture, they don't install because there's risk. I mean, I'm an insurance agent, so I always look at the
Oh,
risk.
yeah.
So I know there's risks in installing and getting it done right is incredibly important. Do you guys take care of that as well?
Absolutely. So everything is handled in-house. We do have some subcontractors that we work with for certain specialty installations, but those we've known for years. I mean, there's not. And everything is fully insured. We carry a huge insurance policy just to make sure of that. And I make sure that anybody that I work with is fully trained on whatever they install. We don't just, you know, leave you hanging. That's actually why we've been
No pun
no pun
intended there.
intended, right? Exactly. So that's actually one of the reasons that we've stayed in business as long as we have, is that my clients know they can call me in 5 years, 10 years, and I'm still going to be there to, even if it's just to answer questions about something that they can't remember.
That's great. And so different types of window coverings. So can you sort of go through what the menu options are?
Oh yeah, there's so many. So there's everything from the classic that's on the show, the screen now was plantation shutters. This is a brand new.
Those are wood?
Those are wood plantation shutters. Now this is called Pirouette window coverings by Hunter Douglas. They're one of my very, very favorites because they're just so sleek.
That's probably the biggest name in window coverings.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Actually, I would probably venture to say that it's a huge percentage of what I sell. I wouldn't give it a figure, but a huge percentage of what I sell is Hunter
It's the best
Douglas
of the best.
because I know that they're going to be there for a really long time to come for my clients as well. You know, if I get hit by a bus, they've still got the warranty
You
from
can
Hunter
call
Douglas. That's exactly right.
So there's the plantation shutters. What else we got?
So we've got anything from a standard blind. You've got some metal blinds pulled up in your office here. We do offer those mostly for our commercial clients,
Okay.
small offices.
So you do both residential, commercial?
Yes, yeah. We don't do large commercial jobs. It's just not our wheelhouse, but we do small offices, medical buildings, stuff like that. Regular wood blinds, plantation shutters, that's actually a really good mix for a lot of homeowners because they can get plantation shutters for the front of their home and maybe mirror that look with a lighter, less costly product in the back from wood blinds. And we also have, you know, roller shades and super, super specialty frou-frou custom floor-to-ceiling draperies. That was a fun installation there. Exterior roller shades.
Yeah, those look like they're automated. I don't think anybody's going to be pulling
They
those
are
up
automated,
manually.
absolutely. Actually, we did interiors for that homeowner as well, where we automated some other products. But those roller shades were really amazing because you see to the
Those are
left
huge.
there, they are 20 feet long
Wow.
each, and that's an I-beam. And we didn't want to drill into their I-beam steel, so those shades on the I-beams are actually installed with rare earth magnets.
Okay.
That is something you will not find from another window treatments company.
I can imagine. Magnets. Those would be pretty powerful magnets to be able
Hugely
to
powerful
hold that thing.
magnets. Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
What about, so clearly that's a little bit of automation.
Yeah.
So how much into the automation part of the home do you go into?
It's one of our main focuses. So one of our specialties is that we can integrate everything we offer that is automated or able to be automated. We can integrate that into the homeowners and other home automation systems. So if you have a Control4 system or any of the main groups, we can integrate into that also as a standalone system. So you don't have to have home automation in order for ours to work for you.
Great. What about power? A little bit of electricity savings.
Oh,
power.
absolutely.
How does this tie into that?
So windows are the number one heat generator in a home in the South. So we can help you avoid that. Say you've got single pane windows, we have products that are so well insulated. They were actually on the federal government's list of things that you could get a tax credit on when they were doing the energy tax credits.
Energy Star, basically.
Absolutely. We have several Energy Star products. All of our products are actually Green Guard certified too. So if you have young children, people with asthma or autoimmune deficiencies, our products will not off-gas in the environment and maybe inhibit their breathing.
Right. So allergies.
Absolutely,
things like that.
it's wonderful.
Okay. That's great. Which chapter are you on?
We're with BNI Memorial.
BNI Memorial, okay.
Super proud of my chapter, actually. So we're at 31 members right now. We've got a couple of applications in the works as we speak.
So you guys are growing.
We are growing. We have grown a lot this year. Actually, my 1-year anniversary is going to be in March.
Okay, so you're fairly new to BNI.
I'm
still.
very new to BNI, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I absolutely love it. Our chapter is actually 8th in the region, and we are moving up fast. So we're coming to get everybody.
Well, congratulations. So you've had a how has BNI impacted your business?
You know, this year, it's amazing. I'll tell you, I probably wouldn't have signed up if I had known what was coming. But I signed up and made my, application fee and paid all of the dues before COVID hit. Probably would have been scared off at making that investment, and I am so grateful that I did, because this year, BNI has kept me going. My BNI family has really saved me this year, being there for me.
It's amazing because that's exactly what we see a lot of people that come in and they look at it and they say, well, how am I going to invest marketing money into a situation where things are so difficult right now? And my question would be, how can you not, especially something that is so inexpensive? I mean, when you come down to it, the dollars and cents to BNI, it doesn't cost a lot to become a member. Really, it's more the commitment of time and effort that you have to spend to get to know the other members and get everybody to have your name on their mind so that they can refer you. So absolutely, take her advice. Don't think twice about it.
Take my advice. I really do. I could not talk higher about a group, an organization that I could about BNI. It's just, my group is wonderful. My chapter, I love the other members. They keep me going. They've buoyed me up in this time. I did the BNI speed networking for the first time this week too.
On Tuesday. How was that?
Oh my gosh, I met Nancy.
Okay.
Which is why I'm here. So, and that was a lot of fun. I got to meet people in other chapters. I've gotten to meet people in chapters across the world this year.
You can really take advantage of it if you look at the the network and the thousands and thousands of people that you can reach out to, not just in Houston, but in Texas, in the United States, and frankly worldwide.
Yeah, absolutely. If I ever decided to move my business, I could automatically have an in anywhere I went.
No doubt. Absolutely. Or expand to another city.
Absolutely.
So how do they get in touch with you, Ray?
So my cell phone number is the fastest way. Text me at 713-303-3483. Or my website is shadyladyhouston.com. We are also on Facebook and Instagram when I remember to post. So there's lots and lots of ways to get a hold of me.
Fantastic. Well, if you need window coverings, and like I said, a lot of people are investing in their home right now. They want a beautiful space where they're going to be spending a lot of their time. Give Ray a call. Like, she's been around for a long time and she's not going anywhere. So you're going to get a great product from her. Also, tell your other members to come on in. We'd like to meet them and have them share the show with us as well. Remember, this is a benefit for all of our members, BNI members. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment with Cara Despo.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia Video Business Card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia Video Business Card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today. Graphic design, banners, brochures, business cards, posters, any printing you need for your company's branding, Priority Printing SS is your solution. With more than 30 years of experience, Priority Printing SS has been the preferred solution for hundreds of companies for any printed materials. At Priority Printing SS, they believe in listening to you, bringing you creative ideas to effective results. Your printed materials talk about your company. Make sure they open the door for you. Trust your printed materials to the experts. Call Priority Printing SS at 713-575-9800 and let Priority Printing SS handle with ease all your printing needs.
Hi, I'm Sandra Mendez Hassan, Executive Business Advisor, Key Business Strategist, and Management Specialist with Extraordinary HCBI. I work with business owners and executives to help them achieve their goals, implementing the right strategy, and developing leaders that turn their dreams into reality. Do you have a business idea and need to know how to launch it? Based on your vision, do you have the criteria or entrepreneurial mindset to achieve your goals? Do you have what it takes to motivate your team so they can be more proactive and productive? Would you like to learn how to get more clients and close more businesses? At Extraordinary HCBI, we take businesses to the next level by providing them with resources, counseling, and implementing strategies that work because we want your business to thrive. We also assist businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs on the initial steps of their business plan development, creating financial projections and guiding them on how to create a financial package that will work for their business. Because your success is our success, take a decisive step today and call me at 832-660-4291 and let Extraordinary HCBI turn your dreams into reality.
One of the things I love about BNI and the show is technology really has changed the way that we communicate, the way that we're able to project our business and keep everything afloat. You know, obviously COVID has put a stop to a lot of the face-to-face meetings, and obviously Zoom has filled a void there that was sorely needed. So that being said, we have on our Zoom technology here in the studio, we have our next guest. Her name is Carolyn Williams. Are you there, Carolyn?
I am. Hello.
All right. Hello. How are you? Nice to meet you. You got a great background, by the way.
So I have one for BNI as well.
There's a couple of reasons why you're on the show today. Number one being, we're giving you a space to promote your business for my card. Why don't you tell us, first of all, a little bit about that and what you do for a living?
Thank you. It was born of our print company, which has really taken a beating because our retailers, our customers are retailers. So they have mostly shut down or cut back way back. And so this was an idea that my husband had about, I want to say 15 years ago, but he looked up and people were not holding smartphones. So he didn't think it was the right time to have a digital business card product. And then one day, about 7 years ago, he looked up again when in a public spot and saw that people had smartphones in their hands and said, this is the time. So he created one that I could use to promote our print company. And every time I used it, somebody asked for one. And then we decided our mission statement for our print company was to be able to help others be successful in their businesses. So that's exactly what a digital business card does. And for $50 a year, we're able to provide something that's very effective, very economical and efficient. So we're really excited. It's going into its second generation. We've got a big unveiling of the new platform where people can go in and do their own updates. Again, we don't charge any extra for updates, even when we do them ourselves, and we have our graphic artists working on the hamster wheel. Now
Okay.
it's going to be what companies and individuals can have their own account and do it. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's all of a sudden become a little bit more desired after this time
Without
last
a
year.
doubt. Without a doubt. I see the QR code there. Is that basically the main way that these are become digital, these cards? I mean, is there something different than versus the paper cards? Of course, obviously, you've got the QR code. Other than that, is the card itself, is it plastic? Are we still talking about a paper product?
It's completely digital. So it's on any of your devices, and it can be shared via text, email, social media, the QR code, which is pretty handy when doing speed networking events and the like. There is airdrop, can be shared that way as well. And we always have them because we're carrying these devices wherever we go. I live in a beach community, a small island community called Tybee Island outside Savannah, Georgia. I give a lot of referrals sitting on the beach with my friends. You know, just, oh, I know a guy, and I can just
And
text
you get
their.
it, and it's immediate, right? I mean, you're texting that person, you get their information, you text them your contact info, and it's directly in their phone, which is exactly where you want it to be. Not in some Rolodex, not in some, you know, the bottom recess of somebody's corner, you know, in their drawer in the corner of their office where they're never going to really see it again, right?
That's right. Like, this is a bag full from a networking event I went to last year, and it's just stuffed with business cards. And some of those people may not even be doing what they did before. Here's another example. Here's a whole box.
Yeah.
Never used, not one taken out of here. And then the person stepped away from the job.
So formycard.com, that's how they can basically go through the process of creating their digital card?
Correct. And I'm happy to help too. My QR code is one way to get a hold of me. My email address is carolyn@formycard.com. And also have the carolynwilliams@bni.com. And attached to my email signatures is a link to the digital business card as well.
So you also mentioned you got a BNI email address, which means that you are in some way empowered by BNI for something. I understand that you're a launch director. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. I started out a scared person, not knowing what BNI really was, but when I heard Givers Gain, I wanted to be a part of that. And then I became growth coordinator, president, ambassador, director, consultant, area director, and now launch director.
So now you've pretty much done it all. There's Mr. Meisner, she's coming for you next. So how long have you been a launch director?
It's about a year because I changed over at the first of, I can't get the year straight anymore because that was kind of a long march there for a while.
So basically you coincided as a launch director with the rise of COVID.
Yes. But interestingly enough, we were able to launch one that was having a hard time in person, launch virtually.
That's fantastic. So even during these times, BNI is still growing, which is unbelievable. I understand that you've also got a very special story to share with us regarding sort of the power and the scope and what is possible through BNI and the fact that you never really know where your next referral may come from or who that next referral may be. So you've got an amazing story about Blue Origin. Is that right?
That's right. You know, sometimes we've all probably heard this as being referral partners with BNI. You bring a visitor and you're super excited to let them see how this can help their business. And they say something like, people in this room can't help me. So, but thanks for having me. And it's nice to meet some people, but you only go, you don't know who they know. You just don't. And
they're probably used to being in, you know, these associations, these chamber meetings, you know, where you have 500, 1,000 members and you don't know anybody. It's hard to break into a room like that. BNI is completely different.
Absolutely. So intentional. And there's the accountability. Someone's going to follow up. So my brother gave me a call and he said, hey, I've got this big project just around the Seattle area. Do you know anyone that can help me staff it? I was like, I think so. Let me send a text. And I happened to text my friend, Brooke Stewart, use it in, she was at her national conference where we had ours in Dallas a couple years ago with her counterpart who was her friend that does what she does, which is staffing out in Kent, Washington. So she gave him this golden ticket of a referral. It turned out the top 10 salespeople for Express Employment Services that year came from that referral. And it was just about $100 million project. So they didn't know what they were getting into. Then when the powers that be came out to look at the project, talked to my niece about it. She was the manager of it. they're like, how do you know what's going on? It just looks like, hey, so many people, because again, it was huge. And she went, oh, well, the people wearing yellow hard hats are laborers, blue are supervisors, green are decision makers. So she had it all laid out, and they're like, you really do have this organized. How did you find people that work so well? She told them that her aunt told them about Express Employment Services. So then they brought their person out, meaning they did this security check, a day or two before and all the things. And Mr. Jeff Bezos himself came out and apparently was very impressed and wrote a complimentary letter to Express Employment Services where their powers that be were like, how the heck did this happen?
Right. I would like to have a recommendation letter from Jeff Bezos. Jeff, if you're listening, you can just send one my way, Alberto Tudela. I'm sure you wouldn't mind one either, huh? So how is Jeff Bezos involved in all this?
He owns Blue Origin.
Okay. So this was basically the beginning, the startup of Blue Origin. How many people did they end up hiring during the course of the first year?
I was able to go out there and see it while they were building it. And there's a video on YouTube with the progression of building Blue Origin. So you can get an idea of it. To my eye, it looked like hundreds of people. So I can't say. It just was such a gigantic project. They can read like the QR code on the building from space.
Wow.
But and I had initially, when I was telling Rick the story, we were talking about SpaceX, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have space program dyslexia. It was Blue Origin. Come to find out, I was visiting with my brother last week, and he did that's it. And he did a space program for the SpaceX space program headquarters too in Florida. So he's been on both projects.
That's amazing.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
So Blue Origin basically is it's a rocket. I mean, I think I saw a rocket ship coming up on there, and so it's for space travel.
Yes. It's Jeff Bezos' space program.
That's crazy. So when are they going to be launching? Do you have any idea?
I don't know any of that. I think I was fortunate enough to get there while the admirals that were the head up this project happened to be there, and we're giving all the guys that work there barbecue lunch. So that happened to be a really good day to come up and get to meet the people, shake some hands and meet the two gentlemen that have that giant job of running that facility in the program.
I wonder how much one of those tickets is going to cost, huh?
Right.
Probably thousands. I would think tens or maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars. I would think at the very least. So how much thank you for closed business do you think was generated out of that one referral?
Well, because it actually went to Brooke Stewart because, but out of $100 million project, and the majority of it is labor for just the facility. So I haven't actually been able to ask. I bumped up a couple of times, but I was like, I'm not getting the answers.
Yeah, needless to say, that was probably her best sale of the whole year, I would think. Maybe even of the whole decade. Who knows?
Yeah.
What about your plans as a launch director? What are you working on currently with BNI?
Yes. So with launch, we've got some ideas for going a little bit more in the outskirts of Savannah, Georgia. We have some interest in a military town. Many of them, when they come back, either from deployment or they are assigned there, they enjoy that community and they want to raise their families there. So then they either buy franchises or small businesses. So we have new opportunity around Fort Stewart, in Richmond Hill, Hinesville area of outskirts of Savannah. We actually have a family wedding coming up. We have 4 children, and our only daughter's getting married in March. So I'm taking a bit of a breather right now.
And what about, so I understand that the chapters are now started being formed. I mean, every chapter that started during COVID times has been formed online. And I understand that BNI has made a little bit of a shift to accommodate for the fact that now you can start a chapter at any point online, and you don't necessarily have to be tied to the demographic or the geographic space where that chapter is being launched. So some of these chapters may stay online going forward, period, even when things go back to whatever level of normality we may have, once this vaccine gets rolled out and everybody's been vaccinated, right?
That's correct. And it suits some people, as you know, like in BNI, we love to do that disc profile and all that kind of thing. And so people have different personalities, and some people just love the idea that they can just open their computer and be at their BNI meeting and then be back to work right there. They never left their office. So there's that. Then there's people that have to have that warm and fuzzy, touchy-feely time with their referral partners. And we're fortunate. And it's the whole year's been difficult, but there have been plenty of silver linings. And I've heard you speak with others about getting to know people. How would you otherwise have this opportunity? This opportunity right here today is because of what happened in 2020.
Yeah,
Most
it's
likely would never
completely
have happened
changed
otherwise.
the way people do business, the way people are creating relationships to do business together. You have to do it somehow, and you have to survive somehow. So this is one of the few vehicles that still exists for that. So congratulations on being part of the BNI team, the launch director. Were you involved in that marathon launch where they, I think they launched 4 or 5 chapters in one day, all online over the course of like 12 or 14 hours?
There was the launch in a day that was about 14 hours. And then there was the one that there was a couple of days of sprinting and into the Friday of that week. And still the fabulous James Cooper would open up a Zoom call and say, come on, we're celebrating. And there's, faces from all over the country. And sometimes there are even people outside the United States. So it's very exciting. It's a wonderful team of people. And that's the other thing, yes, we do have to meet new people to grow our businesses. It's just, that's how it works. But with BNI, you get to meet people that are already wanting to meet you. Right?
Yeah,
They already have
they're
that
all in the same
like-minded
mindset.
sense.
Everybody's looking for the same things at this point. Carolyn, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. All the best to you where you're at. Remember, formycards.com is where you can see the digital cards that she's offering. And if you're interested in launching a chapter, you can also reach out to her. Carolyn Williams, have a great day.
Happy to help.
And we'll be back soon with our last guest.
Appreciate it.
COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The NowMedia video business card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The NowMedia video business card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
When you buy a house with a pool, you're probably thinking about sunny days, relaxing in your backyard, taking a fresh dip, or entertaining your friends and family at a barbecue party. But something to take into consideration is that swimming pools require constant maintenance, cleaning, and repairs. SSD Pools is the best resource for full cleaning, maintenance, repair, or restoration of swimming pools in the Houston area. We specialize in weekly cleaning, repairs, and remodels, and we offer a variety of services for residential or commercial pools, including green to clean, cartridge filter cleaning, pool remodel and replaster, DE filter disassembly and cleaning, tile restoration, underwater repairs, and UGB drain conversions, deco seal replacement. At SSD Pools, we do everything from basic pool cleaning to major repairs for all types of pools. No matter how difficult your pool repair may be, we know we can do it all. We also offer 100% guarantee in all of our services, and our objective is to keep our clients safe and treat them like family while offering the best personalized service, because we know that a happy client is our best reference. Turn your pool from swampy to sparkly and call SSD Pool today to schedule a free estimate at 832-931-3504 or visit our webpage at ssdpools.com. If you are a real estate agent and are looking for a reliable cleaning company to keep your houses for sale or rental properties impeccable, Sierra Cleaning Services is your solution. With more than 15 years of experience, Sierra Cleaning Services has been the company of reference for real estate agents in the areas of Houston, Katy, Cinco Ranch, Cypress, and the Woodlands. Sierra cleaning services include residential, commercial, and office cleaning, window and debris removal during all phases of construction projects, and cleaning homes and offices before and after the tenants move out. Contact Alfredo Sierra at 913-439-8157 today and let Sierra Cleaning Services be your partner in your cleaning project.
And we're back on our final segment. Thanks for sticking with us. We've saved the best for last here. We've got Cara Despo. Hopefully I said that right. Despo, that's a French-sounding name. I assume that
Very
at
Louisiana.
some point, yeah, Louisiana French, right? And I'm sorry, you're
Steve Jarvis.
Steve Jarvis. Steve and Cara, they're here representing the Stewart organization. I'm not even going to say what it is because who better to say it than the representatives of the company. Tell me, what is the Stewart organization all about? What do they do? And how can our viewers take advantage of what's going on in the Stewart organization today?
Okay. Well, the Stewart organization primarily we supply office machinery, office equipment to the Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, basically the Texas area.
Okay.
Key focus is on eliminating customer frustration. I always liken it to when anybody out in an office environment, they've used a copier, and I see you have one in your office here, used a copier. Invariably, people have gone up to that copier and it's broken down. And so what we try to strive is eliminate that frustration, so you never have to walk to a broken copier.
Okay, so we're talking about office equipment, copiers specifically?
Copiers, document management solutions, production devices. So in some of the major companies have large production facilities, so we supply equipment for that as well. So
Okay.
we represent Canon.
All right, that was going to be my next question. You guys, which copy machines? Is there a specific type, Canon only?
Canon and HP.
Canon and HP. Okay,
Yeah.
well those are the smaller companies. Nobody knows who Canon and HP are,
Yeah,
right? Those
right.
are of course the best in the business. Number one. How does this work? I mean, is this what we're talking about? You guys sell? I mean, or do you have simply customers that come in and say, "Listen, I need 2 or 3 machines," or maybe they're a large multinational corporation and they need 500 machines for all their offices across the U.S. What about leasing? Do most companies lease? Do they buy? And how does the service work in those cases?
That's good. I mean, we wish that customers would come and knock on our door and say, "Hey, I want to buy 4 or 5 copiers." No, we have an outside sales force that we go out and we try to drum up the business. Invariably nowadays, in the office equipment market space, they do lease.
Okay, lease is sort of the norm, right?
The norm, right. Again, we like to focus on the customer again here. So with our leases, we really try to stay away from long-term leases. We certainly don't refinance the residuals into leases. We really try to help the customer. We keep the lease a lot shorter.
Okay.
One thing that the salespeople are tasked with, because they're not compensated on margin, so they're not out there to get the biggest price they possibly can from a customer. They're allowed a competitive price, but they're not a margin-based commission plan, which I think really helps the customer when it comes to leasing and looking at the equipment from the Stewart organization.
It probably eliminates that hard sell too. Right?
Yeah, because the customer expects a fair margin, and they understand that. So we've got to have a fair margin, but we're not a margin-based compensation plan. So we really can focus the customer. Service, that's another area where we're a little bit different. I talked to you about that frustration. Walk up to a copy that's broken. Well, when it's broken, that means that you want something. You want it now. You want to get it fixed. So our service model is to respond to that any service call within 90 minutes.
That's pretty amazing.
Under 90 minutes. Invariably, in Houston right now, we're established about a 60-minute average across the whole of Houston. But we put some teeth into that. We really want to focus on getting to that customer in time. If we're a minute late, you get 1% of your service bill back. If we're 90 minutes late, you get 100%. Service is free that month. But you know, it's interesting because you don't want a 90-minute response time every day of the week just to get your machine up and running.
Right. I mean, normally if you're calling, it's because you've got some job that's backed up because the machine isn't working properly, right?
Right. So we don't want that happening every day. So what we do is we incent our technicians with bonuses to make sure that they've changed the parts, to make sure that that equipment runs the length of time it's supposed to be there.
So maintenance. So
Maintenance
basically, you
is-
guys believe in maintenance. Imagine that.
Maintenance.
Preventative
So we're
Preventive
talking
maintenance.
prevention versus reaction. That's a huge change. I run an insurance carrier, or an insurance agency, so I know exactly
Yeah.
how that works. You know, we sometimes are stuck on the reaction time more than we want to. It makes a
Right.
huge difference. What about technology? So what's been going on with, you know, of course, copier machines are practically a need in any office.
Right.
That being said, technology's advanced. You know, there's different ways that people are now communicating, how they're sending out. You know, of course, you know, people are using less paper. So how do these machines keep up with those trends? And how can it still be an essential part of any office? So a little bit about how document management has changed over time.
Right. So taking that vein of eliminating frustration. So the digitization of the document is what you're seeing nowadays.
Right.
People still like that tactile feel of paper, so I don't think that will ever go away. Certainly volumes are coming down. So when volumes come down, the equipment gets smaller. You get more and more feature functionality in smaller pieces of equipment to allow the customer to do that hard copy, tactile feel of paper. But with the digitization of the document, now what is happening is there's intelligence into the software that manages those documents. Invariably, a document has a workflow or something associated with it. And when you digitize it, you have that option now to automate a heck of a lot of elements of those documents. So I think that's what's driving the industry. COVID right now has caused a lot of people to be working from home. So
Yeah.
we've got a lot of offices with copiers that are sitting there doing absolutely nothing. And so some of that software, some of that workflow software allows customers from their home office to be able to just print to their to the equipment
office.
to their office, right?
Okay, that's very cool. So
Yeah.
remote printing, basically.
Remote printing is available, and also people want to print from home. So there's got to be some sort of mechanism, and the Stewart organization have devised a mechanism. It's called Printers as a Service. So we supply a printer to their home office. When they decide to go back to work, we bring that printer back.
Okay.
And very, very simple process.
And have you seen a huge, I assume that there's been a pretty big demand for that. I mean, there's a lot of people working from their homes
Well, it
nowadays.
was a contactless delivery process too. So we ship the small desktop printer to your home, and then you unbox it and plug it in, and we remote in and help you get it all set up. And then, you know, if you need toner, it's automatically shipped to your house. So it's all, you know, contactless.
No fuss, no muss.
That's
No
right.
fuss.
What about BNI? So I know you're a member of BNI.
I
Tell me a
am.
little bit about how what's your experience been in BNI? How long have you been a member? Which chapter are you a member of?
I am the vice president of MC Moneymakers.
Oh my!
we make it
Okay.
rain.
Yeah.
So
It's a very well-known chapter within the BNI circle. We had some of your peers here
I've
last
seen
week.
them on your show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hopefully they had a good time with us.
They did. So yeah, I've been with our chapter for about 3 years. I started out.